Boy, this is pretty tough conditions for that mower I got. We'll see how it does. So this is the most full the pond is ever going to be, and I think I set the level on the overflow perfectly. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Pretty darn sad state of affairs around the island. You can see where my erosion still looks like it did. Well guys, I've taken something that should be completely idiot proof and I've made a gigantic mess out of it. And what I'm talking about is mowing my yard. So this is what we're dealing with right now. And we're also dealing with a lawnmower that's stuck in the mud. So excuses are a huge waste of everybody's time, but I'll just go ahead and make some. Actually, I'll show you this right here. This is somewhere I mowed last night. We've got a couple inches of standing water, but my excuse for this is I had a demo set up for a new Bobcat mower. Bobcat said, we're gonna bring you this mower and let you test it out. And I thought the best way to test a mower is to leave the grass so tall that it's hard to mow. Well, I let my grass grow for a week till it was really tall. So basically, they were only here for a couple hours. And I mowed my front yard. I did a demo on the mower and I had a lot of other business to conduct with them. And I just mowed that little bit. And about 2 hours after they left, it poured rain for about 8 hours straight and flooded my whole property. The whole county's flooded. And my grass was already super tall and it has rained every day since. And this is where my garden was supposed to be. It's a bad spot and I'm learning that now. But you can see where the waters run down this. I decided to try to mow this anyway, and I should have known better. I came down here, wrapped around, I came down to here, and I was getting stuck. I tried to turn around, and it just wasn't happening. So now I've got to get my mower out of here, but I've got a real problem. You see what I've allowed to happen out here? My grass is all above knee high, and it's still muddy. And the problem is, it's supposed to rain tonight, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain the next day. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. I cannot come out here and mow this right now. The mower will just get stuck again. I may end up brush hogging my front yard. And the only excuse for it is my own stupidity. But I am where I am with this situation. So I think I'm gonna go get the mini skid and see if I can use the mini skid steer to pull this mower out enough that I can drive it back up, and at least there are parts of the property that are further up the hill that I can mow. So pretty much my plan for the rest of the day is to do a lot of mowing and take my grandson fishing. I've got 3 of my 6 grandkids here today. And if anything interesting happens, if we catch a big fish, I'll throw that in this video. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of mowing in this video. I'm gonna mow this little patch here. But I wanted to ask you guys a question. I did that Bobcat mower review the other day, and that was one of the most popular videos I've done lately. So I'm wondering, how interested are you guys in seeing a whole bunch of different mowers brought here for testing? I have a feeling that if I call dealerships, they will bring mowers here for me to make videos about. And they'll be unsponsored, unpaid, just the mowers here, give you my thoughts on it. I've already got one set up. I'm having another mower that I'm going to pick up that's going to be here next week. But how interested are you guys in seeing those comparisons? So I tell you what, the mower I had before this was also a Hustler brand, but it was a commercial grade mower. Having back-to-back mowers from the same brand that are like residential grade and commercial grade, you can really tell a difference between those two. That, I mean, this might need the blades sharpened too, and it's an older mower with more hours on it, but you can just hear the blade tip. I was going super slow, and you can just hear the blade tip speed slowing down as you go through it. So makes a big difference having that commercial mower. So I got a bunch of mowing done. The grandkids have been here and they've been anxiously waiting to go fishing. And I've been in, it's a same excuse why I let the yard get so bad, is because it's gonna rain tomorrow, it's gonna rain tonight, it's gonna rain the next day. I gotta get this mowing done, but also you only get so much time when these kids want to spend time with you. And so I just mowed a bunch of muddy ground, and I didn't do the weed eating, which is waist high, but we're gonna fish right now. Maybe I can weed eat when it's muddy and get the mowing done when that other mower comes in. You guys catching any fish? What kind of fish was it? It took your worm already? I put a full worm on there. So this is the most full the pond is ever going to be, and I think I set the level on the overflow perfectly. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Zayden, you about ready to cast it out there again? Let's get the line out. Don't hook your sister. Okay, so if you look at the pond from this side, we are all the way up. We're about to overflow the bank. And all the way down this side, I mean, the bank is literally 6 inches higher than the water level. Now on that side over there, that used to be, water was running over top of the bank, and I raised it by like 1.5 feet. Did you catch something, or are you just reeling it in and out?
I feel like the worm lost. I feel like I lost the worm. Nope.
All right, well, hey, you catch more fish when your worm's out in the water. You gonna try to catch a little one for bait? So if you look at it, it's starting to come up where my swale is. This drains water down to here, and this is kind of the lowest spot where the pond kind of overflows into the swale. Now I haven't done the weed eating around the pond either, so it's pretty darn sad state of affairs around the island. You can see where my erosion still looks like it did. I think you're not getting your worm on there good enough if it keeps coming off. So if we come around here to look at the overflow, you can see my piers where the second bridge is going to be. Water level will come right up to the bottom of that bridge whenever it's built. And then there's my overflow right there. Looks like it has ran out here some, but this is maximum water level and it's almost up to the top of the island. All right, what's your thoughts on it, sister?
Nothing.
You ready to do some fishing?
Yeah.
Let's go get your pole set up. I'm gonna see if that bigger backhoe on the 574 can dig some of this out. We did have some more washing than I wanted there. I'd say this video is a pretty good example of understanding why I dug all these swales and all these French drains to try to divert water into the pond. Because when the rainy season hits, I can't drive a mower across most of my property. And I had an empty pond, but not anymore. Got my master fisherman here. What are we gonna catch today?
Catfish.
We got a symphony of frogs and crickets and bugs and everything else going out here. The windmill's been spinning pretty hard. You can see the aeration doing its job out here. And we got this one. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I wasn't even scared.
You weren't scared and you caught that all by yourself?
Yep.
Well, reel him in the rest of the way.
A big fish.
Big fish? That is a good one. You want me to get him off or are you gonna do it?
Me.
Are you catching fishies?
I cut fishy out.
Well, you're doing what, Zaylin? Zaylin,
What?
do you like the fishies?
Fishy? I can't touch.
You want to touch them?
They
It was a full day, and I'd say I hit the big 3, which is a little bit of work, a little bit of play, and a little bit left for tomorrow. You don't ever want to do it all today. But I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.